Picture a world where knowledge is locked away in dusty manuscripts, accessible only to the wealthiest elites and the clergy. Imagine a time when books are rare treasures, their pages painstakingly copied by hand, each one taking months or even years to complete. In such a world, the idea of making books widely available might seem impossible, a fantasy. Now envision one man, driven by an audacious dream, who dared to challenge this reality. What if one invention shattered these barriers and forever altered the course of human history? The year is 1440, and Europe stands on the brink of transformation. The Renaissance is stirring, bringing with it a hunger for art, science, and knowledge. Yet the dissemination of information remains painfully slow. Scholars rely on handwritten manuscripts, each one unique and labor-intensive. It is in this environment that a German goldsmith named Johannes Gutenberg begins working on an invention that will bridge the gap between the old world of handwritten texts and a future where knowledge flows freely. Born in Mainz, Germany, around 1400, Gutenberg came from a family of merchants. He was trained as a goldsmith, a craft that gave him a meticulous eye for detail and an understanding of precision engineering. Around 1440, Gutenberg began experimenting with movable typing, an idea that had been tried before but never perfected in Europe. Unlike traditional block printing, where entire pages were carved into wood, Gutenberg's system used individual letters cast in metal. These letters could be arranged and rearranged, allowing for reusable type that was far more efficient. But Gutenberg didn't stop there. He developed an oil-based ink that adhered better to metal type and created a press modeled on the screw presses used in winemaking. These innovations combined to form the first true printing press. By 1450, Gutenberg had assembled a functional system, and he set his sights on an ambitious project, the printing of the Bible. The Gutenberg Bible, also known as the 42-line Bible, was a monumental undertaking. Gutenberg envisioned a book that would rival the beauty of the finest handwritten manuscripts, and he spared no effort in achieving this goal. The Bible was printed in Latin, the sacred language of the Church, and its pages were adorned with intricate illustrations and illuminations. Hand-painted by skilled artists after printing, each page contained 2 columns of text, with 42 lines per columnar design that balanced elegance with readability. Producing the Bible was no small feat. Gutenberg and his team worked tirelessly, casting thousands of metal-type pieces and printing each page with precision. The process was painstaking, and Gutenberg needed significant financial backing. He entered into a partnership with Johann Fust, a wealthy financier who provided the funds necessary to complete the project. However, this partnership would later prove contentious. By 1455, the first copies of the Gutenberg Bible were complete. Only 180 copies were printed, of which approximately 49 survive today, making them some of the most valuable books in existence. These Bibles were an immediate sensation, admired for their beauty and craftsmanship. Yet for Gutenberg, the triumph was bittersweet. Financial disputes with Fust led to a lawsuit, and Gutenberg ultimately lost control of his press and much of the credit for his invention. Despite these personal setbacks, Gutenberg's creation had already set in motion a revolution. The printing press represented a seismic shift in how information was produced and shared. No longer would books be the exclusive domain of the wealthy and the powerful. For the first time, ideas could be disseminated quickly, accurately, and in large quantities. The impact of the Gutenberg Bible and the printing press was profound. In the decades following its invention, the press spread across Europe, fueling the Renaissance by making classical texts, scientific discoveries, and new ideas widely available. The Reformation was also deeply influenced by Gutenberg's invention. Martin Luther's 95. Theses, for example, were printed and distributed widely, challenging the authority of the Catholic Church and sparking a religious upheaval. The Gutenberg Bible itself became a symbol of this new age. Its printing marked the beginning of the transition from the medieval world to the modern era. Beyond its spiritual significance, it represented the democratization of knowledge. People who had never before held a book now had access to scriptures, literature, and eventually a wealth of educational material. For historians, the Gutenberg Bible is more than just an artifact. It is a turning point. It signifies the moment when humanity's ability to share knowledge reached unprecedented heights. The press paved the way for mass communication, making possible everything from newspapers to scientific journals to novels. Gutenberg's invention also reshaped the economy. The printing industry created jobs for printers, publishers, and booksellers, while also increasing literacy rates. As more people learned to read, they demanded more books, driving further innovation in printing techniques and expanding the range of available literature. Although Gutenberg himself did not reap great financial rewards from his invention, his legacy endures. In 1997, Time magazine named him Man of the Millennium, acknowledging the transformative impact of his work. The Gutenberg Bible, meanwhile, remains a testament to the power of human ingenuity and perseverance. Now imagine holding a copy of the Gutenberg Bible in your hands, a relic of an era when one man's vision broke the chains of ignorance and changed the course of history. How would it feel to touch the pages that sparked revolutions, inspired countless minds, and laid the foundation for the world we know today? The Gutenberg Bible was more than just a book. It was the key that unlocked a new age of enlightenment. Johannes Gutenberg's printing press didn't just revolutionize how books were made, it revolutionized how ideas were shared, how knowledge was preserved, and how societies evolved. Today, as you flip through a book, scroll through an e-reader, or share ideas online, remember the man who made it all possible. Gutenberg's invention was a triumph of human creativity and determination, reminding us that even the boldest dreams can change the world.